Okay, we're going to pick up from yesterday. Remembering these things right here. These are the important things. That this is standard form of the equation of the line. That we have to know negative a over b for the slope. And c over a is the x-intercept. And c over b is the y-intercept. And this is the example that we can look at. After we find a, b, and c, and apply these formulas to find the slope and the intercepts, then the graphing is no different than we've been doing with slope-intercept form. Alright, let's look at this one right here. We'll write this equation beside a graph that we've made, and we'll find these three pieces of information. Okay, so the slope is negative a over b. Looking at this equation, a is 2, b is understood here to be 1, and c is 3. And so negative a over b would be negative 2 over 1. So we'll have a negative 2 slope, and I can write it both of those ways. The x-intercept is c divided by a, and so that will be 3/2, 3 over 2, which is 1 1/2. And then the y-intercept is c over b, which will be 3 over 1, or 3. Now we'll just graph like we have been. Let's start out with the y-intercept at 3, the x-intercept at 1 1/2, and since this one is a fraction at 1 1/2, I think I'll go from the 3 because that would be even easier to count boxes with. So we go up 2 into the left one. Remember, this line's got to fall. And down 2 into the right one. And then we'll just connect our dots with our straight edge. Make sure it extends all the way across the coordinate plane. That's it. Now later on, when you do a system of equations, you will have 2 equations at a time using the graphing method. You will still find all this information. You will graph them. You will be looking for where they intersect each other, or if the lines are parallel to each other and don't intersect at all, or if the lines are coinciding. Now I'm getting a little ahead there, but you know what intersecting lines are. They can either be perpendicular, or actually they can intersect at any angle at all. I'm sure you know what parallel lines are. What are parallel lines? They do not intersect each other, and they are in the same plane also. And then coinciding lines would be just 2 lines, one on top of the other. They are actually the same line. In other words, your equations are equivalent to each other. And so we want to make sure these lines, when we're just learning how to graph or going back over graphing, whichever applies to you, that your lines go all the way across the coordinate plane so that they will do one of those things, and you'll be able to figure it out easily. Alright, let's look at this one. Write it beside a graph that we're looking for the slope. We have the equation. We're looking for the x-intercept, and we're looking for the y-intercept. Right now in this problem, A is understood here to be 1, and B is 13, and C is 4. And so just to go back over the formulas again, the slope negative A over B would be negative 1/13. And I can write both of those ways. The x-intercept is C over A, which would be 4 over 1. That's pretty easy to graph. The y-intercept is C over B, so that would be 4/13. Probably be easier for us to think in terms, we're going to write 4/13 there. But as far as graphing, it would be easier for us to convert this to a decimal. So let's think about where that is. Say 4 divided by 13. And I get about 0.307, about maybe 0.308. So on the y-axis, we know where 0.5 is, And so 0.308 will be a little below that, okay? So about right in here. Now that's just an estimate, but I know exactly where the 4 is, and so I will use the 4 to do my slope. Now this is a very, very small slope, 1/13. Convert it to a decimal. What do you get? 0.077 about? That's really close to 0. So this line is really close to flat. It's really close to horizontal since its slope is very close to 0. And if you'll notice the way it's leaning, it's going to be true. So we're probably going to use our slope just one time here, but we'll go up 1 and to the left 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So it looks almost horizontal. I don't have room to go 13 the other way, and so I'll connect my points. Now, I'm going to connect my 4 and my -9, 1, and if you have to move around this estimated, approximated y-intercept, then feel free to do that, okay? Because we just, like I said, we just approximated that anyway. So you can kind of use common sense and think, well, that slope's pretty small. Also, that slope was negative. So it's decreasing or falling from left to right. Alright, I'm going to give you guys a chance to practice some of these. Alright, let you do this one first. Find the slope, the x-intercept, and the y-intercept. Look at your formulas if you need help. In this case, A is 3, B is -12, and C is 8. Okay, what's the slope? Yeah, because -3 over -12 reduces to 1/4. Now that is a positive slope, so I just need like signs to use when I'm doing rise over run, okay? And then what's the x-intercept? 8/3. Alright, so we could do 2 2/3 there. That might be easier for us to think about graphing. And the y-intercept is? -2/3, right. And that reduces, let's see, there we go. That reduces from 8 over -12 because 4 will go into both of them. Alright, so it's fractions everywhere. Fractions everywhere, so let's see what we can do. The y-intercept, -2/3 is, as you know, 0.6 repeating, and it's negative. The x-intercept is 2 2/3, so again, I'm over here at 0.6 repeating. I'll probably go from there, go up 1, staying at 2/3, and to the right 1, 2, 3, 4. And then go back there and go down 1 and to the left, staying at 2/3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, how does your line and my line compare? Are they good? Does anybody have a question? Okay, let me say this. From the 2 2/3, I just went down 1 and to the left 1, 2, 3, 4.
So you didn't use the dot on the...
Okay, yeah, I can. And watch this, I'll end up on the line. So if I go up 1, I go 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's this dot right here.
Okay.
So you may have different dots, but we all have the same line. Is that true? Okay. Any other good questions? Let's practice one more of those. And I'll even get rid of this. Try to anyway. Doesn't want to go. rid of you one way or the other. Alright. Alright, let's try this one. Find the slope, the x-intercept, and y-intercept. Alright, what is the slope?
4/3.
Yes, -4 over -3 becomes 4/3. Very good. What is the x-intercept? Yes, 12 divided by 4 is 3. What is the y-intercept? -4. So basically what I'm getting out of this is if I don't give you any fractions, we can do it. But y'all got to learn to love fractions and love graphing. That's where we got to go with this. Maybe we should get t-shirts made for that. We love graphing. Fractions are our friends. Could be on the back.
It's gotta be a pretty color.
As long as it's pretty color, y'all wear it.
It's gotta be black.
Oh, black. I see how it is. All right. Here's 3. Here's -4. All right, go up 4 and to the right 3. And then I'm going to go down here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and to the left, 1, 2, 3. Make that line extend across the coordinate plane. What do you think about that? Are we better? As long as there are no fractions. I hate to tell you, but in the real world, there are fractions. If we didn't have fractions and decimals, we would just pay all our money out in bills. There would be no cents. There would be no change we would get back. Everything.
That's all basic.
Y'all don't keep up with that anyway. Alright, I want to see how much y'all been listening this week. Oh no, we're in trouble. Homecoming week and everything. Alright. Find the slope, the x-intercept, and the y-intercept. We have talked about that this week just to see what you know. Find the slope, the x-intercept, and the y-intercept. You might even flip back in your notes to find it. Okay, what kind of line is this? Vertical. What kind of slope does a vertical line have? Undefined. So don't put 0. You can put undefined if you prefer. Where would this line cross the x-axis? At 5. Where would this line cross the y-axis?
0.
It doesn't. Not even at 0. And so here's my 5. And here is my vertical line. That's it. Agreed? To me, those are even easier. I mean, really didn't have to think. I just recognize what kind of line it is. Alright, tell me things about vertical lines. They are never functions. They have no slope. They cannot be written in slope-intercept form. Very good. Alright, do this one the same. Find the slope, the x-intercept, and the y-intercept. Alright, so the slope is 0. The x-intercept, there is none, and the y-intercept is -2. So this one's horizontal. I like my ruler the best. Alright. We had some more there, but we're running out of time. And so here's what we're going to do. On page 256, we're going to do 17 through 28. If you'll look at those real quickly. '256, 17 to 28, all you're doing is writing the equation. So the only graphs you have are these. Do not follow the directions. Graph like we've been graphing today with the slope and both intercepts.